Subscribe and hit the bell icon and never miss another video.
Coming to a different city with that itself was a shock to was a very big shock to me, coming from a small town like Gurgaon to Mumbai.
I would sleep in the night thinking कल सुबह किसको उठ के मैसेज करना है, किसको कॉल करना है ताकि एक और रिप्लाई आ जाए किसी डायरेक्टर प्रोड्यूसर का. And I'm I feel like okay, there's hope here.
Measured biceps and talent were equated.
Hey guys, my name is Shravan Shah and today I'm having a conversation with a lot of talented people in one frame. Anshul sir, I want to ask you this. Is Rajkumar Rao your muse?
He's my muse and he's my music also.
Oh, that's sweet.
If Raj had not walked into my office in 2011, 2020 he would have seen a different Hansal Mehta, and I wouldn't have had the same filmography that I've had, and I owe it to him.
No, likewise, sir. Mine would also have not been the same.
Today when Hansal Mehta comes with you with a script, okay, is it like without even reading you're like, हाँ ये करना ही है because it's Hansal sir, or do you even like read it?
So whenever he sends me a script, I know it is something very exciting. That's why he's sending it to me. And so I, of course, never doubt the script. It's just that we now, of course, he was also busy making Scam for almost a year, and I was also finished. But of course, I always look forward to working with him. It's just so smooth, the whole journey becomes such a fun journey working with Hansal sir. No matter what, if you do a really hard-hitting film like Omerta or Shahid, or if you make a fun film like Chalang, it just, you don't even know that you're shooting, you're working. Feels like with your family.
Nishad, when Hansal sir came with you,
Completely chill. Like I thought he'd be very serious and very strict and very like work, and like he'll probably catch all the little safety nets that actors kind of fall back on, and he'll be like, "Ye ganda wala take tha, ye nahi karenge hum." But he was damn chill. Like I think he took the stress out of me. He let me breathe on set, and I could be a better Nilima, and I could be a better vision of him for Chalang. Otherwise, मैं stress और इससे ही पता नहीं क्या perform करती. Like I was very nervous. I've eaten his
so you were nervous.
Of course, first day तो they pulled a prank also on me. किसको cast कर लिया, बहुत गलत हो गया. ये एक बड़ी weak casting है हमारी. And I'm like, ये क्या हो रहा है मेरे साथ? Like माइक पे ऐसे बोल रहे लव सर तूने मेरी नाक कटा दी, मेरी एक्टर है तू एक सीन नहीं कर पा रही. I was like, okay then, but they were pulling my leg.
But things finally fell in place. I'm going to ask you this, Raj, and even you, Nusrat, that both of y'all have had a very unique filmography. Okay. Today, when you sit back and look at your film, is Rajkumar Rao happy?
Means I have no reasons to be unhappy, honestly. Like just to see my dream coming true. I think that itself makes me very content. Yeah, there are no complaints. I can't really complain that I don't have this, I don't have that. I'm very fortunate that I got someone like Hansal sir in my life, that I got to work with some really good filmmakers in my life, and I got to do what I genuinely love. That's a half battle won. So of course, as an actor, I'm still very hungry. I really want to push my envelope, my boundaries even further. I really want to keep deep inside my character's head and be there those many months. But no, I'm happy the way it's going. But I'm not here. I've not been here for the longest time. I think it's just a humble beginning. There's a long way to go.
That's true. What about you, Nusrat? Are you happy with everything that your filmography has offered you till now?
I'm extremely happy. I'm extremely proud. I think from a girl who didn't have any background and didn't have any way of understanding how films work, I didn't even go to an acting school. So मुझे तो acting की ABCD भी actually किसी ने पढ़ाई नहीं थी कि ऐसे होती है. I've only watched performances, I've watched films, and I've kind of come to appreciate the art and tried to kind of make my own sort of way of expressing and emoting. I'm touchwood. I feel like everything happens for a larger plan and scheme. And there are things that didn't happen and didn't come my way, and there were things that came my way, and at that point they seemed ये पिक्चर करूं मैं, मतलब इसका तो किसी ने नाम पता नहीं सुना है, ना डायरेक्टर जानते हैं, ना प्रोड्यूसर जानते हैं, ना एक्टर्स किसी को जानते हैं. But we did it and we just made our own space and we kept at it, and I'm just very, very thankful that the right kind of work fell correctly for me, and very happy. I don't think I could have asked for it. Really very happy. I'm just enjoying now. मतलब अब जो भी लूंगी मजे से करूंगी, अब chill है, मजे करने हैं.
सही है. Raj, like Nishrat said, that that she did have times where when she was offered film and she was like, oh, am I supposed to do this kind of film? I've not heard of the producer, I've not heard of the director. Did you go through a very similar phase, or it was easy in that space for you?
No, it wasn't easy. I think coming to a different city with that itself was a shock to was a very big shock to me, coming from a small town like Gurgaon to Mumbai. So that departure was pretty tough only. And then first 2 years, no, was not easy at all. Even after those 2 years, the struggle is just constant.
Yeah.
Is that struggle के मायने बदल जाते हैं. I was earlier working to get your first film. You're struggling to get your first film, that first break, which itself takes a lot of time. And then you're like, now I hope I get my second film. And then you're like, you get a second film, then you get your you be there. You're there. You're working on stuff. But then the struggle is to find that good work again and again and keep pushing that envelope. So I think the struggle remains, just that the phase shifts.
Struggle is the only constant thing, I think. Nishrat, did you ever, when you started off, and was there ever a feeling that, hey, what if this doesn't work out? What if, my choice of being an actor doesn't work out? Was there ever? Did you ever think?
Every day. That doubt is there every day. I think I've been through a phase where my nights were they turned into days, in the sense that I was awake all night with this same anxious thought that what if it doesn't work out? Like I would sleep in the night thinking कल सुबह किसको उठ के मैसेज करना है, किसको कॉल करना है, ताकि एक और रिप्लाई आ जाए किसी डायरेक्टर प्रोड्यूसर का, and I'm I feel like okay, there's hope here and I'm going to tread this path. Just that ray of hope would then give me sleep. Otherwise I would have sleepless nights. So like he said, struggle is constant. Even though आपने एक पिक्चर कर ली, सेकंड पिक्चर कर ली, there is nothing like when I say कि आप एक पढ़ाई करके एक डिग्री हासिल करके एक स्टैंडर्ड जॉब you will get it because उतनी आपने पढ़ाई की है. But इसमें कोई स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन है ही नहीं. इसमें कुछ है ही नहीं. आज आप यहाँ हो, कल आप वहाँ होंगे या वहाँ होंगे. There is really no. So of course that thought has been there every day. That what if suddenly tomorrow everything just stops and I'm not. I mean, we've seen big actors and we've seen people who were doing so well suddenly come to a standstill, right? Suddenly for no reason. So that is always going to be there. It's never going to go.
That's true. Santosh, you've worked with a number of actors, okay? Have you seen a change in the trend with the way the artists have been performing back then to now? Even in terms of the cinema, because I think the cinema also has evolved from the time it has started off till now. Has there been a specific change that you have seen in the recent lot of actors?
I've been blessed. So you're asking perhaps the wrong person. Ever since I began, I have had the privilege of working with some really fine actors. I began my first film was with actors like Sachin Kedekar and Kishore Kadam. Then my first released film was with Manoj Bajpayee, Tabu, Saurabh Shukla. And then, there's been an entire filmography with Raj and, Manoj. Then, all these phenomenal actors, Nusrat. So I can never, what has perhaps changed is us, we I think, write better films for them.
Yeah.
We are, making more of an effort to push the envelope. And that has changed, I think we initially never gave these phenomenal actors the stage, the platform to really blossom and to, showcase their worth to the world. We always measured, biceps and talent were equated. And while it's okay to have biceps, I think there are biceps that rest in your subconscious that need to be strengthened much more than those that you see in the frame.
Yeah. Perfect. Very well said. Thank you so much, guys, for doing this, and all the very best for Chalang, because I cannot wait to watch this one. All the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you,
Thank
Raj.
you.
Bye,
Bye.
Mitra. Take care. Bye-bye.